If you're new to the world of language services, it can seem like a complex and unfamiliar field. To the uninitiated, the terminology used by language service providers can seem arcane, to say the least. Terms which seem interchangeable can turn out to mean quite different things. Proofreading or editing, transcription or subtitling, transcreation or localization. It can all get a bit overwhelming at times. But don't worry, if you are looking to expand your business into new markets and need language services, including translation and any of those I mentioned before, I'm here to dot the I's and cross the T's. Just spend up to 5 minutes watching one of my videos to learn useful facts about language industry and become a conscious buyer of translation services. For a start, we'll be looking at one commonly misunderstood but very basic pair of services: translation versus interpreting, and what separates the two from each other. The differences between them aren't always immediately obvious, but they're actually vastly different roles which require quite distinct skill sets and are used for separate purposes. Let's start with a translator. A translator deals with the written word. They may convert many different kinds of documents: certificates, slideshows, and written letters, software strings, but as long as they involve text on a page or a screen, this is almost certainly a translation job. Translators take what's been written and rewrite it in their own language, ultimately producing something that can be read by a third party who doesn't speak a word of the original language. All of this means that a translator's ultimate goal is to be invisible. The perfect translation is one which reads like it was originally written for the target language. The translator's hand in the process should be completely undetectable. This is a tough goal, but it's theoretically attainable if the translator is good enough, because working with text gives you the time to draft, edit and tweak what you produce. You can keep on trying until you get it just right. Interpreting is quite a different beast, because interpreters deal with the spoken word. The most obvious place you might have heard them is on the news at an international event like a United Nations Assembly, where an interpreter relays what a foreign politician is saying in real time. This is called live interpreting, and it's an incredibly challenging and demanding task. But interpreters work in many other settings as well. Many interpreters work within the justice system, assisting with things like police interviews and court appearances, if someone is involved in a case and isn't confident in the local language. Other interpreters assist with things like business negotiations or even international treaties. In cases like these, you'll often see two-way interpreting happening: a single interpreter mediating between two speakers working in both languages. This gives us another hint as to the differences between interpreters and translators. Naturally, accuracy and comprehensibility are just as important to an interpreter as they are to a translator, but interpreters also have to balance a desire for flair and elegance with the need to keep up with the rapid pace of the spoken word. An interpreter can't listen to an entire speech, then draft and redraft their own version of it until it's absolutely perfect. Instead, they have to work sentence by sentence, matching the speed of the original speaker. If they fall behind, crucial information could be lost. So, a set of clear distinctions is now starting to form, all stemming from one basic premise: interpreters speak, translators write. These alone are two different skills, which explains why most language professionals end up specializing in one service or the other, rather than attempting to do both. But the nature of the work also places additional demands on linguists. Translator's work must be precise, beautiful and read like it never existed in any other language. Interpreter's work must be fast and fluent and may often need to prioritize clarity over stylistic cleverness. Okay, now you are thinking, yeah, but what does it mean for me? Rest assured that distinctions like these really do matter, and understanding them will help you out if you are looking to partner with a language service provider. Translation agencies, just like mine, are there to help you work your way through issues like these, but if you know what you need right from the start and are able to explain it clearly to a prospective partner, it can save time, money and effort for everyone involved. And if you understand the industry yourself, then you'll have an easier time spotting another important difference between the cowboys who make it up as they go along and the professional translation vendors who really mean business. Interested to know more about translation industry and all those tricky terms? Subscribe to my channel. And I'm also preparing a great ebook for you, the ultimate guide for translation bias. As a subscriber to my YouTube channel, you'll be the first to get it free. Wait for the announcement very soon. It remains only to edit it, proofread it and make desktop publishing. And yes, I'll tell you what it all means in my next videos. Stay tuned.